What is going on, guys? I know I've been AFK for a while. I've been MIA, bro. Honestly, I just been too busy to make a video, man. It takes a lot of time for my day to make a video. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like and consider subscribing. I'm gonna try to be more active on YouTube. I mean, I was posting every day for about a month and we grew like crazy. So shout out to all of you guys who subbed and shout out to everyone who's about to be a part of the community, man. And we'd love to have you. But anyways, yeah, man, you guys know Call of Duty is getting pretty spicy. We got new maps, new rotations, plenty of data. So if you guys clicked on this video today, you guys are some of the lucky few. We've actually created a new projection formula for Call of Duty, and if you don't know what that means, it's basically us trying to predict the maps, project the rounds and different game modes, the amount of minutes played, and a bunch of number stuff. And eventually we get a good prediction of how players should perform if they end up playing certain maps that we have reason to believe they're gonna pick, right? So a very valuable data, man. It takes hours to look up and just crunch all the numbers together, but nonetheless, we love to do it. You guys know I'm a big nerd when it comes to that stuff. I make projection sheets for CS, I make projection sheets for Call of Duty, and like I said, I'm very excited to share with you guys the new projection models for Call of Duty. Not only that, but I'm actually going to give you guys a little 3-man slip for the 5x, or you can flex it for the safer bet. You know, that's what I always recommend. It only takes one player to chalk a power play, man, so flexing is always the best. Small profits better than no profit, and I'll stand by that, bro. But yeah, man, just a little disclaimer. One, I'm not a financial advisor, and two, there's new maps, new rosters, and basically every single major we're getting new rotations, new maps, new rosters, and all these things, right? So it's kind of hard to keep track of data, and basically every major we have to reset and start from scratch. So I just think that's the best way to go about it. Now we're on like week 3 or something on this major, so we should have good data on the new rosters and the new maps now, but it's still not exactly where we wanted to. So I'm expecting these projection models to get more and more accurate as the season progresses, but for now we'll take it with a grain of salt. But still, it's still very valuable info, man. It's basically like looking up at previous performances and getting their averages across different maps and different modes, different teams and whatnot, right? All the things that we take into account when we're making projections. Now the 3 plays that I got for you guys today is actually going to be from a projection model that I made for New York Subliners versus Miami Heretics. Now this is the first match of the day. I do have projection models for every single match on Friday, and I will have some for every single match on Saturday and Sunday as well. So I'm going to leave those exclusive to my Discord server. Now before we get into the free model that I'm going to share with you guys today, let me just plug the server real quick, man, because that's where all the action is. That's where all the value is. If we go here to my server, you'll see this is the Prop Bandits Discord server, man, and we go to this channel down here, which is called Projections. This is where I post all my projections, right? Obviously, you see we got the New York Subliners versus Miami Heretics, which is the projection sheet I'm sharing with you guys today for free, and we'll go over that in a second. But I already have the optic and phase ones up as well, but we're gonna leave that up to premium, man. Now this is where I post all my projections, and then down here on my channel Jared, this is where I'll actually post my personal favorite slips. I'll have about 5 of those up with the early lines, man, because as you guys know, Call of Duty is notorious for having lines at like 26 and 27 when maps release, because it's just easier to predict who's gonna do better, so they make the lines even sharper. But right now there's tons of value. You'll get lines at like 21.5, and if you see a map like Vista, it's pretty much free, bro. So that's the strategy we like to do. We like to get ahead of the lines, man, get there real early and make some slips in and just enjoy the matches and see if they hit, you know what I mean? So if you guys want access to my personal favorite slips, I'll have about 5 of them up tonight right here on my channel Jared. And the best part, guys, it's only 50 cents a day, which is $15 a month, and you're getting daily slips, daily projections. Not only for Call of Duty, I dabble in CS, man. I like to make projection models for CS, so throughout the week sometimes I'll drop some models for CS as well, and I'll share slip. But obviously my bread and butter is Call of Duty, man. That's what I love. I watch every single game, so I go crazy for that. I'll definitely always make projection models for Call of Duty. And then also when we're watching the matches, I still do live plays aside from that. So that's also a really fun thing we do in the server. We go to the Call of Duty chat down here and we actually sweat plays, man. We wait for maps to drop. Once maps drop, we start bombing slips, bro, and just cashing out on live plays, just map for map, just dropping a play for every map. And yeah, we just sweat in there, and it's an awesome community, man. So if you guys want to join, man, it's really easy. It's only $15 a month. You hit the link down below. It's gonna take you to this page here, which is the Patreon, right? You're gonna select your membership. It's gonna be the Prop Bandits Premium server, $15 a month, and these are all the perks you'll get with your purchase, man. You could read through all of this, but basically you're gonna get invited to my Discord server. You're gonna become a bandit in my Discord server, and you're gonna have access to all these channels here, which are all premium. So we have a bunch of chats and a bunch of different mods that share different sports and slips every single day. But really what you're paying for is my projections and my personal slips, but you're still getting all these channels of other mods that we trust in the server that specialize in other sports, like even like darts sports and NBA, NFL, whatever you could think about, man. We got a guy in there for that. Obviously, you see all the community chats right here where all the bandits are just chopping it up every day, man. We're very active server, very well worth the 50 cents a day. So if you're interested, man, hit that link down below, and I hope to see you guys there, man. That's where the value's at. Like I said, you get the live plays, projections, and all my favorite slips. But without further ado, man, let's get into these projections so I could give you guys the free 3-man slip for the YouTube channel. And bam, just in case you guys don't know what you're looking at, here we got the Call of Duty projections. This is the new model I made for the new formula I've created for Call of Duty projections. And basically what we're doing here, really, so the way vetoes work in Call of Duty, it's like a coin flip. Whoever wins picks team A or team B. Basically both teams ban a hard point, and both teams ban a search and destroy. And then the team that picks team A gets to pick map 1 and gets to ban map 3. So leaving, basically forcing team B to pick a map 2 and a map 3. And then they also pick map 4, and team A picks map 5. So basically it's a coin flip. We never really know who's gonna pick who's gonna pick first, so we don't know who's picking map 1. So it's really hard to predict. So what we do is we basically go through their vetoes, right? We're expecting, in this case it's New York versus Heretics, so we're expecting Vista to get banned by New York and Subbase to get banned by Heretics. And then New York will probably pick Karachi, where Heretics will likely pick Rio. So we make projections for each of those maps, and we try to find consistency between both of them. So you got the average projection across both maps predicted, and you got the projections based on their kills per 10 minutes on each of these maps. So really what you want to do is you want to find comfort. And a great example is Skies. I mean, if it goes Karachi, he's projected 24 kills. If he goes Rio, he's projected 23 kills. He has a line at 21.5, so there's value on both of those, right? His average is 24 across these maps. So that's a safe bet according to the projections, right? Nothing's really safe. It's always a roll of the dice. He could have a headache or something and be fighting with his girl, who knows? But it's always a roll of the dice. But according to his stats in this major, he's been performing well, and if the trend continues, he's likely to clear on both of these maps. He doesn't struggle on either of these maps. So Guys is a solid over for a map 1. Now basically, if you want just further information on how these work, is basically I try to predict how many minutes they're gonna play on each map, which is basically projections I create based on previous matches on this map. So in this case, Karachi's projected to be 10.5 rounds. We just multiply that by their kill per 10 minutes, right? And same with Rio, it's projected to go 11 minutes. So same deal, man. So that's how these projections are created. Yeah, really what you want to look for is the green highlights, right? That means they're over by a significant amount, and that significant amount for me is actually 2. So if they're over their line by 2, in this case his line's at 21.5. If they're higher than 23.5, that gets highlighted green. If they're under by 2, which would be 19.5, it would get highlighted red, right? Anything under 19.5 like this right here would get highlighted red. That's just an example so you guys understand how the sheet works. But yeah, the first play I got for you guys in this model is actually Skies. Like I said, he's got a double green right here. That's a good sign. And obviously New York has been kind of struggling, and Skies has been their best player, surprisingly. You know, he's supposed to be the main AR, the guy that kicks back, but the guy's been frying compared to Sib, compared to Kismet, compared to Hydra. I mean, you can see their projections are even going under, man. But especially on a map like Karachi, which I've been having great success going on the overs for AR players. Yeah, I've been cashing the overs on Karachi with like Draza, Insight, even Assault before he got benched, man. So I mean, I like Karachi overs for Skies. I mean, it feels good to me, and then the projections back it up. And then when it comes to Rio, he has a line at 21.5. He's only projecting 23 kills, right? Which is not too crazy, but I mean, it's Rio, man. So you know, Rio down well 3 overs. I mean, if the map does end up being Rio, his line's probably gonna be at 24.5. So there's instant value there. Now, like I said, there's always a roll of the dice, but I do feel good about Skies, so I'm gonna lock him in for over map 1, for over 21.5 map 1 kills. All he needs is 22. He's projected over on both of these, so we're gonna lock that in for the first free play on the YouTube channel, man. Moving on to the next free play, we're actually gonna keep it in this match because I'm saving the other projections for the Discord server. But we're actually gonna look at the search and destroy, man. So we're expecting them to veto 6-star and Rio, leaving it being either invasion or high rise. And based on these maps, what I'm seeing here is that Real is actually good at both of them, man. And as we all know, New York has been struggling in search and destroy, man. So if we see high rise, which Miami has actually looked pretty good on, Real's projected to get 10.45 kills, and then over here on invasion, he's projected to get 9, which is what we think New York would pick, right? Based on these vetoes and based on their recent map picks and victories and losses, they should probably go invasion, and Miami will probably pick high rise, right? So this could be either map 2 or map 5, but we'll see. But either way, Real's looking good across both of these. Like I said, he has an average of 9.7 across both these maps, and he's projected 9 here and 10.4 here. So we're gonna lock him in for his over. He has a line at 6.5, meaning he needs 7. Each of these are giving us more than a 2+ value. So we're gonna go ahead and lock in Real for over 6.5 map 2 kills, man. Now the next one's actually from a different series, and obviously I'm not just giving you guys a random pick. The projections in that series have him going over this line with a significant enough amount that is green, just like these are. So it's valid, but I'm not gonna share the projections and the map predictions because that's exclusive to my Discord members, man. If you want access to that right now, including the Optic versus Boston match, there's gonna be better matches this weekend, man. So if you want access to those models right now, hit that link. It's only 50 cents a day. That's $15 a month, and you'll get access to all of those right now. But that player is actually Nero for over 51.5 maps, 1 to 3 kills, and that's all I'm gonna say, man. I'd love to go and break it all down for you guys, but I gotta leave some sauce for the Discord server, bro. That being said, man, this is my 3-man slip. I personally haven't locked it in yet. I'm still gonna go through the data that I've created and all the models that I've made to make my favorite combinations, and I'll have them posted here on my channel, Jared, so that's where I'll post them. But I do find value in all 3 of these picks, and they're obviously backed up by projections. But like I said, it's always a roll of the dice, so flex it, and if you power, make sure it's something you're willing to lose and not cry about. At the end of the day, we're just gambling on COD players, man. So it's not up to me, it's not up to you, it's not up to the numbers, it's up to the players to perform tomorrow. And who knows, man, they could go rogue on these map picks and pick some weird ass map and just throw this whole projection sheet out of the way, right? Obviously there's data to support our map predictions, but at the end of the day, who knows? But yeah, man, let me know if you're telling. Let me know if you enjoyed the free projection sheet. Go ahead and screenshot that, and if you wanna examine it more, then feel free to do so, man. There's tons of value here, as you can see. Yellow means it's risky, meaning there's not a lot of data for these maps, so I wouldn't take these numbers too crazy. I wouldn't take these numbers too seriously, but it's just another tool for your research, right? But if it's highlighted red, they're giving you value for the under. If it's highlighted green, they're giving you value for the over, right? So now obviously Karachi, these are the projections for Karachi. Rio here, Invasion here, High Rise here. Pretty self-explanatory, right? I try to make it as clean as possible for you guys to understand. But yeah, feel free to screenshot it and make your own slips out of this. Like I said, I'll make my favorite across all 3 games, and I'll have them up in my channel probably tonight, man. So if you want access to that, hit the link down below. Aside from that, drop a like if you enjoyed this free video, man. Drop a like if you enjoy the free slip. Drop a like if you agree with me and you're excited for some Call of Duty this weekend. Consider subscribing if you're new here and you see the instant value right away. And I can't stress it enough, man. Join that Discord server. That's where the value is at when it comes to Call of Duty, boys. I promise you. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drop a video for you guys this weekend. Like if we cash today, if we cash on Friday, I don't know if I'll be able to make a video on Saturday or Sunday, but I know that I will be dropping plays for the server every single day. So if you guys want to keep up with every single play that I lock in and the amount I put on it and all my projection models, man, and the dope ass community we got, hit that link, bro. I can't stress it enough. But aside from that, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.